And welcome agents from across Southeast Asia and the world. This is the VALORANT Royal Sea Cup, part of the Ignition series, where 16 teams from across Asia have gathered here today to fight off against one another for a cut of the $25,000 prize pool that's up for grabs. For those of you who don't know, you can check us all out on Epulze Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm Hound. He is a Xero, and we are going to be your commentary duo for this particular matchup. And Xero, it's a pleasure to just be here, to be able to catch with you for the first time. What are you looking forward to for this matchup? It's going to be a matchup between Resurgence, that has been effectively eliminated from this game already, and BlackBird Ignis from Japan.
This is definitely a do-or-die situation right now for the side of BBI. If they don't win 2-0, they have a chance to just get kicked out from the side of the other Singaporean team, which is, I just can't remember the name.
PRX.
PRX. PaperX. Their name just eluded me for a second there, because right now they tied against PaperX in the last round, so they need to take this 2-0. But Resurgence, you know, them being Singaporeans, they're a bit kiasu. They're not gonna go out without a fight, so they are going to give everything they have to at least try and make this close.
I do believe that going out with a whimper or a bang is definitely on the agenda for the side of Resurgence. However, a lot more time for BB Ignis, whereas Resurgence could serve to be the team that eliminated BB Ignis and could be the anticlimactic factor here for BB Ignis. In terms of what we have been watching thus far, are there any particular what's the word for it? Are there any particular like styles of gameplay that RSG has shown you that really sticks out, as well as BB Ignis?
BB Ignis just plays it very methodical, very safe. You know, even though when they killed two people on the site, when another teammate, the lurker, calls that A side is open, they would just rotate to the other side. They don't want to take the risk of them running into 3 people and just get completely destroyed there. So that might prove to be something exploitable from the side of RSG. They can play it aggressive, maybe hopefully get some early picks, and that might just throw BBI completely off their tangent.
Well, that could be a factor most certain to show itself as we head into the first round. It's going to be pistol rounds here between RSG and BBI. BBI being the attackers and RSG on defense. What do you think about this particular map, though?
Yeah, Ascent is definitely going to be more defender-sided, but it's not that much in favor of the defenders. There is a lot of hallways that you can utilize to cut off quick rotations, especially if you take control of mid, like what BBI is doing right now. So they took control of mid, and so they can just determine where to go from there, and looks like it's going to be an A hit. The spike is already in position.
Well, we do see BBI right now being able to get the first drop onto GMSG. RSG already experiencing their first casualty as a push onto A. Is going to be a good one from the side of BBI. BBI still has 5 healthy members, as we do see some of the smokes not going to the optimal locations onto Heaven, as we do see Hell already has somebody, another smoke being dropped down from the side of Enough. We do see more of the same, as we do see very aggressive gameplay here from the side of BBI. Neo King has been taken down, but it is going to be a 2-on-2 between BBI and RSG.
And this retake is getting harder and harder. The time is ticking out. Paranoia does connect. Repablo, he gets 1 kill. It's 1 versus 2 right now. And Banaf, oh, he's able to do it. 1 versus 2. Gets the defuse as well. This was definitely not the ending that we all expected. It was 4 versus 5, but RSG with the quick rotations was able to get it in time, and they get the first round.
Banaf right now serving as a savior and the rallying cry of the spoiler for the side of RSG. BBI definitely will feel a little bit of this early hit, but I believe that this round could be the determining factor of whether RSG will get an even bigger lead, or will it be a BBI that evens out the score between themselves and RSG? Now, what do you think about the loadout here? We do have quite an interesting loadout coming in from the side of RSG.
Yeah, quite a bit of frenzies here. Means that they want to play these close corners, hopefully get a kill or 2, and just get these Spectres out of the hands of RSG. But if they just play it really back of the side, play passive for themselves, RSG, they are just going to negate the power of these frenzies, because as good as they are in close range, they are just pitifully like BB guns in a long range fight. So they're just going to run down mid, it seems.
Ooh, a little bit of exchanges there between Banaf, but not being able to take down one takes a little bit too much of the commitment there, as Pablo will be able to take down Banaf. A 1-for-1 exchange there, as we do see on the market. Oh my god! Mordecai, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. We do see RSG really coming into fruition with the spoiler game here. 2 rounds for RSG.
And they actually just prepared for that. There was actually just 3 players towards B, and the rotations came in so quickly once they found out it was going to be a market play, and that just made it just a grind from the side of RSG, because that against Spectres at that close range, they stood no chance at all.
And this was the replay here onto Banaf as he was taken down for the count, and this was the market play that changed all of the outlook for the side of a BBI. 1, 2, and 3 beautifully done by Mordecai, as well as other members of RSG taking the credit. We do see now the attack coming in from Germ. Germ gets blinded himself, as we do see BBI being able to take down 2 in this exchange with only 1 member down for the count. We do see more area denial being dropped down from the Killjoy for the side of BBI. BBI going down, Spike plants it, and now it is going to be a retake coming in from the side of RSG. RSG coming in from the top side. Banaf coming with the Vandal, looking to put in some vandalous damage onto members of BBI.
This is gonna be a tough retake. I mean, they are stuck all coming in from heaven. They can just keep throwing their utility at this corner and hold towards the A main as well. This is gonna be tough, and these 1-for-1 trades are just going to favor BBI in the end.
Now Poem right now looking towards getting some beautiful poetry. Only a few more seconds left. There goes the tracking stick, or the tracking bolt, recon bolt, for those of you who are sticklers for the terms. We do see now that it is going to be an explosion, the first explosion of the game, as BBI will be able to cinch it out with Mordecai getting Rip Pablo, sending him back into the waiting screen.
Yep, 2-1. That was the first full buy round, and thanks to RSG's first 2 rounds, and also being able to save 2 guns, they can buy up in the in round number 4. BBI, they lost 3 members. They have to go for a quasi buy here. They have a couple of rifles, but Oitan is stuck with a Spectre here. Definitely still it work, but it's gonna be slightly harder than it was.
Well, Boplek right now is going to be holding on towards the Sheriff. Sheriff is definitely in town, going to be waiting on towards this outside part. It could be another market play here coming in from the side of BBI. We did see that market play didn't turn out well for them. Paranoia comes in and hits, and Neo King, excuse me, right now goes onto the side. 1, 2, beautiful stuff coming in. 2 immediate kills coming in, as well as a 3rd for the side of BBI, as we do see members of RSG in disarray as they rotate with a sense of desperation towards the B side.
Yeah, the entry was perfect from Neo King, catching the 2 defenders off guard, and that just set up the whole tempo. Right now, RSG is facing a very impossible retake here. German takes 1, but he's gonna get traded off there by Neo King, who finishes his fourth kill in round number 4.
Poetry is definitely on the beautiful words for the side of Poem right now, arranging those shots beautifully, as we see here from the previous replay coming out towards that market play. Beautifully done from the side of BBI, as Neo King was able to get that initial push, getting 1, getting 2, as well as Otain being able to get being able to get 1 for himself to open up that attacking phase. Beautiful stuff being shown by the Japanese team of BlackBird Ignis.
Yeah, so right now RSG, this is going to be a swing round for them. They are broke in cash. They do have a hero Vandal, but that's pretty much it. They have to try their best to hold on to these sides, and we can see they have already completely given up the B side, and they are going to focus stacking on towards A short. But little do they know, 5 players already poised to push out towards A main. The first kill has to be important. Banaf holding the corner with his Blade Storm. Can he get the opening pick?
Now the opening pick is going to be determinant on whether or not Neo King will be able to go through it. I guess there is a sense of hesitation here. Blade Storm coming out. There goes 1, almost gets 2, but goes into switch mode, stuck in animation, and will be taken down. Popogachi with the beautiful reply, but we do see RSG right now keeping it tender and keeping it tight in terms of the formation. Enemy Killjoy, the lockdown has been put down. Only a few more seconds left before people get stuck in the middle of it. Oh, the spike carrier has been taken down for the count, and the spike is going to be in a limbo, but no enemies, no players are going to be detained by the Killjoy. It does slow down a little bit of the push coming in. Ooh, the one little tap coming in from Jab the Boy.
They are making it work here despite being on a very bad buy. Repablo, the only one surviving here, and he's up against 1 vs 2. 15 seconds, definitely no time for him to rotate. And Jab the Boy with his second right hook, able to get off Repablo, and they saved themselves the round.
Very nicely done from Jab the Boy, and we do see now that there is going to be a bit of a swing towards members of RSG, and economy is definitely picking up on the side of RSG with Banaf with 7,100 credits. Definitely will be able to buy out quite a bit for his teammates if they are not too economically friendly, but will be spending that money on the operator.
Yeah, I really like the tempo that RSG is playing, you know. Even though they had a bad buy, they just bought whatever they can, try and keep up the tempo of VBI, and that has been showing work. Oh, Neo King though, speaking of tempo, he's way too fast inside. Mordecai able to get the first kill, and that's going to slow down tempo quite a bit. He kills off Bowfleck. Can he get more?
I did not like how Neo King actually went into that. No smokes, just dashed in. A bit reckless there. However, it is going to be BBI that gets onto the site with 2 members here. 3 members side of RSG trying to push in. SG leading the charge here onto the other side, but we do see on this side as well, the other side of market, we do see quite a bit. Oiten will be able to take down Jab the Boy. SG will be able to take down Oiten. Repablo gets taken down as well. Banaf becomes the savior and will be able to defuse without much contest.
Shadow Step just at a bad timing when Banaf actually already pushed in. That just gave him the kill, and that gave them a round for RSG as well. So right now, BBI, they might be forced to just go on an eco.
Very interesting indeed here as BBI right now 2 points behind in terms of rounds. We do see here that this was a very, very good throw here coming in, good play here coming in from the side of BBI as well as RSG. There was a little bit of greatness here that could have been, but sadly BBI with the Shadow Step was a little bit too short of the cover.
Yeah, that Shadow Step was a little bit, confusing. He just heard the op shot nearby, but he's to try and just teleport up there. But talking about it later, RSG Jab the Boy gets the first kill. SG gets 1 as well, but Neo King able to answer just with a pistol.
Ooh, RSG right now taking down 2. Beautifully done. Another one, close one from BBI's Neo King right in the face of Bowfleck with the Marshall. Ooh, look at that Neo King as well as Banaf going up against one another, and it seems that RSG picking up the tempo here, not wanting to allow the Japanese team to proceed forward in this tournament.
Yeah, definitely just fighting for their Singaporean brethren here, hoping to be able to kick out BBI so that Paper Rex is able to just move on from this tournament, but not if BBI has something to say about it. It's not the end of the first map yet. 5-2, definitely a defender favorite map. We might still see BBI coming back from it on the other half.
Yeah, there is a possibility for a BBI to come back once the swap starts, and it could be very interesting indeed. Banaf, very, very aggressive with the peak with the operator. I do like G right now, putting in some area denial with a bit of the utility that has been brought down, and that's definitely going to slow down the push here. A little bit aggressive from the side of Neo King, gets taken out by Banaf. Oiten will be able to take down SG, but Banaf as well as Mordecai will be able to take down 2 members of BBI. Another one gets taken out, 3 kills for Banaf, and Mordecai gets the crescendo with the final kill on Repablo.
RSG, their side holding is just absolutely perfect. The moment they know that one side is being committed to, they just rotate everyone, and I mean almost everyone was there, just preparing the crosshairs, preparing the counter initiation, and that just reaped the benefits from the side of RSG. They barely lost anyone in the last round.
We do see now that there could be a change of strategy here coming in from the side of a BBI. I do believe that there isn't that much there isn't that much priority being given from the side of BBI towards the mid-side courtyard. And isn't that a little bit of revealing in terms of either the knowledge or either the opportunities for them to make some of these rotations?
Yeah, definitely. Without that mid control, you cannot switch up your strategy as quickly. But right now, looking at the kills, Oitan able to open up with Germ SG and make it a 4 versus 3. That's going to be beneficial for the attacking side, definitely, as they look like they want to go for A again.
Another A shot here is definitely going to communicate a little bit of intel. Very good choice being shown from the side of a BBI. Enemy Killjoy here, a little bit not the greatest of Killjoys. However, it does actually open up quite a bit of spot here. It's got to be careful. There goes some of the shots of the operator towards members of BBI. Banaf with another one. Banaf really working really hard, but gets hit with an ultimate from the side of Breacher, and we do see a 2v2 exchange here. There goes the plant. Spike has been dropped, but from hell! Oh my goodness, Banaf! Can he get the 4th?
He gets the 4th.
4 goes over to Banaf. What is up with Banaf today, Xero?
He is absolutely firing on all cylinders, and he is just carrying the team right now. 4 kills in this round. What an absolute fantastic hold coming from the side of RSG, and he gets the well-deserved defuse there. Give him the defuse, give him everything that they can, because he is on fire right now. 14, 3, and 2 with the operator in hand. He is an absolute beast.
Well, we do see Banaf right now, 14 kills thus far. We do see that the Singaporean standouts of RSG, despite the fact that they are eliminated from the game, they want to be known as the team that spoiled the hopes for BlackBird Ignis. A little bit of a revenge as well, considering that there was a 1-for-1 between BB Ignis as well as PRX in the previous game.
Yeah, BB Ignis definitely sweating out right now, and Jab the boy! He has just been landing these shots, somehow getting the first kill on those Pablo, of course traded there by Neo King, but that gives Blazestorm up for the other Jet. That's gonna be an issue.
Banaf right now, again, 1 shot, 1 kill onto Popogachi. Oh my goodness, what was that? What was that, Germ SG? Oitan just popped you in the face. That was really unfortunate coming in from the side of RSG. It's going to be a 3v3 with a slight advantage towards RSG, but nope, that advantage has been taken away from the side of Banaf. Banaf is the operator with the plan here, looking to operate outways towards members of BBI.
Yeah, Banaf has just been firing lights out so far, but they have A control. They have A control right now. Mordecai will stop them in their tracks as he gets the last 2 kills. 8-2. This half looks completely done here for the side of BBI. Can they at least get 2 more?
Well, I would like to think that BBI wants to get a little bit more up here, considering that they did manage to get it. Let's take a look at the replay. Beautiful stuff being shown from the side of BBI, from the side of RSG, coming up from the top of heaven. Some good shots being exchanged. Boom, shakalaka from Mordecai, and another one from Mordecai onto Poem, as well as Oitan, to take them down for the count.
Yeah, stealing the show there from Banaf. That was definitely all Mordecai here, stopping all by his lonesome. Jack, can he get another one?
Oh,
a
some
little
really
bit.
good ones.
He tried.
Some really good ones there coming in from Banaf. Looking to us getting one of those cheeky one-taps. Oh, tries to go for the shot, but it was a turret.
Yeah, Oitan again takes it ahead. BBI Poem gets a kill on those Jab, so that's going to be an opportunity for BBI to actually take this round, trying to take mid control here. Banaf still holding on towards from A heaven. Mordecai holding on towards mid. Can he get 1 pick here to make it all even?
Ooh, a little bit of commitment there from Mordecai. No. Luckily enough, it was Neo King that whiffed that shot, if I'm not mistaken. So that was a really dangerous one to take. Luckily enough, he wasn't punished too hard for it. 3 members on the side of RSG. This could be BBI's game if they play it well.
Yep, only Banaf holding on towards A side all by his lonesome. His teammates are stuck in a rotation. They cannot rotate without meeting the breach towards mid, so they have to be careful. 4 players already in, and they're gonna sell the defense. This retake is looking very impossible.
Alright, there might be a meetup here, and it seems that Mordecai will be able to get onto Poem. It's going to be a 4v3. We do members of the side of BBI underneath onto Hell here. We do see some utilities being pulled up. Banaf very sneaky, very quiet, trying to move as quietly as he can, trying to eliminate whatever sound cues he has, but has to be very wary on how he takes it. Takes down the turret, and it seems that the information has been pertinently communicated with members of RSG. RSG's of Neo King right now being able to take the ball play. Mordecai takes out the Neo King, but Oiten deads it down for the count, as well as Rip Pablo gets the last remaining member of the side of RSG, getting them this very much needed third round for themselves.
Definitely much needed here. If they can get themselves 4 rounds, that is still a salvageable half for them to move on. But if they don't, if they drop this 9-3 scoreline on Ascent, it's very difficult to come back from it. Let's see how they can do it. Neo King has finally awoken. His op is in his hands. Can he do a little bit more just to push them over the edge?
Well, it's really interesting to see that RSG right now has put quite a bit here. All the buys have come out, and we would like to see a little bit more from the side of BBI to be as efficient, to be as competitive as they can. Oh, Popogochi might be punished from this. He's got to be very, very patient on how he does this. Let them push out, and it sees that Banaf decides to just bug out of there. A bit of an exchange between Mordecai as well as a Boplek will be able to take down 2 from the side of BBI.
Way too early before they even get any of the map control. Seems that RSG wants to take the map control away from BBI, and that just forces BBI to just commit towards this A side. But without the breach, without the jet, how are they going to initiate and enter into these sites?
Alright, we do see the enemy Killjoy now has, the Killjoy lockdown has been dropped down for the side of BBI. Could actually open up quite a bit. Don't actually really agree much with that placement. I think it could have been benefiting a little bit better if it was put up a little bit more. However, I do understand that they want to be creating as much, but Banaf right now denying Rip Pablo entry, as well as Oiten being able to get the return kill onto the side of BBI. But final member is going to be onto Oiten.
Oiten, can he get this kill? No, he cannot. And Boplek with the triple, able to finish off the first half with a strong Resurgence lead, 9-3. That's going to be tough. If they lose this pistol round, RSG definitely will be taking away the first map.
Well, this is going to be very interesting indeed here, as BBI is definitely feeling the heat underneath of the soul, feeling the heat underneath the soles of their feet, mainly because of the amount of pressure that's being applied from the side of RSG. Whether or not the same level of pressure is going to be applied by RSG on the offensive side, we shall have to wait and see about that, Xero.
Yeah, they are definitely not expecting all these aggressive plays coming from the side of RSG, and it's showing. BBI doesn't even have the time to set up the way they want, and they're just falling into the tempo of RSG. They are just being forced to play fast, and that's not how they usually play. And you can see them really knocked off their pedestal here. Can they actually win this map? It all is up to this pistol round.
Well, RSG right now being very aggressive indeed onto A, not going to be split off onto anyone. We did see the Cypher from the side of RSG go onto the other side to make a little bit of noise, but this is going to be where the difference is going to make between winning and losing this round. BBI's Poem will be able to take down a Mordecai from the side of RSG. There goes a shot ball from the side of Popogochi on to the spot here. We do see some shots being exchanged. Spike has been planted from the side of RSG, and it's all about BBI and the tempo that they decide to make here when they want to go for the retake. Xero.
Yeah, way too hard, way too fast. Still, it is a 4 versus 5. It is definitely possible. They got the first kill. Can they get a little bit more? Recon ball revealing a lot of information. BBI gets all 3, and that's going to help them a lot. They might take this pistol round, but Nav might have something to say about it, but not before Neo King finishes him off in the head. And that just gives BBI a little bit of a breather here. They can still fight back in this half.
Very opinion with his shots is going to be Banaf. However, his opinions don't matter with the shots right in the head from the side of BBI, and it seems that Resurgence right now is going to be on the receiving end of an anti-eco that is coming from the side of BBI.
RSG though, they look confident. They're just going to try again and again. They are aggressive and fast plays really threw BBI off guard, but they just had slightly better aim from the side of BBI, so they managed to retake. Let's see if they can replicate the same success as they did in the last round. Round number 14 here.
Round 14 could be a very interesting one here as they're going to be going into the marker. There goes the fault line on to the side of BBI, onto the side of RSG. Good little exchange there from the side of Neo King onto Jab the Boy. Jab the Boy has been taken down, not being able to throw hands. Oiten gets his second kill for this game, for this round, excuse me. Another one going over to Neo King. 2 members, 5 members down for the count, and it is over for the side of RSG as quickly as they started, as quickly as it ended for the side of RSG.
Very good, clean round from them. They didn't lose any big guns. Neo King only had a sheriff, so he's gonna be able to buy out the operator if he wants to, and that's gonna set a tempo for them. 9-5. They look to be coming back from this. Neo King looks like he wants to save another round. I think that might be a mistake.
Well, very interesting indeed here coming in from Neo King. I do believe that Neo King's how to say a loadout is definitely going to be very important, considering RSG right now playing very aggressive. We do see quite a bit of
he tried.
Neo King trying to keep it very aggressive indeed with the initial push, but it seems that he was defeated with the crazy amount of fire that was coming in towards him. He's got to be careful from the side of SG, trying to go into these double doors here. Could be hit with the flash. Oh, there goes one. There goes 2 for the side of Poem, as well as Repablo for the side of BBI. RSG losing out 2 members already.
Yeah, this is not a great start for RSG here. They might feel themselves losing control of this game as they just full buy here, and BBI actually just lost that player with the sheriff. Neo King didn't really full buy, and they might still be able to hold on to this round. Poem still holding on towards this corner, and RSG, they cannot push in.
Poem right now dropping out the flash, will not decide to go for it, and no one has been hit, and we do see a counter rotation here coming in from the side of RSG, moving towards the mid-side courtyard from gardens, from tree, excuse me, may actually be very interesting indeed. Whether or not they decide to go for it, nope, they're not going to go for it. They might actually go for B here instead of going and committing into A, considering that there are only 3 members for the side of RSG. That is, excuse me, for the side of BBI that is holding on to it. This could be an opportunity for RSG to get another win.
Yep, Oitan spots the rotation. That's going to sound the rotation right away. And Popagachi, he does have the machine gun with the LMG. Can he get some? No, he cannot. Voplek gets killed to Oitan, but Popagachi will stop him in his tracks. The spike will go down. The retake starts now.
Alright, with 5 seconds on the clock, it seems that Resurgence was able to come back and salvage this round in the nick of time here. But Banaf right now, trying to be very sneaky indeed, gets hit with the shock dart. Could be in a bit of a bother here, and it seems that the recon,
he didn't come. He didn't see him.
Did not see him. This is going to be paramount here. Oh, he looked away at the wrong time. Poem right now, Mordecai to defend, and it's going to be over for the side of RSG in this round. They will have enough time to defuse, and this is going to go another round towards BBI Xero.
This is starting to look like a possible comeback from the side of BBI. They are 9-6 right now with a possible eco coming from the side of RSG. But looking at the Singaporean boys, they're not going to go on eco. They're just going to force it up and just play it faster and faster until they break.
Well, I'm really excited to see what members of RSG are going to be bringing to the table, despite the fact that they did have a very, very a crazy good game against teams like VS. I think that they were basically motivated by the fact that, they lost quite hard, right, against teams like this. So this is where they want to make sure that BBI earns where they go. Oh,
Neo King.
Neo King might have got another one. Unfortunate for him. Drops down the smoke and decides to bug out of there. Get out of dodge and look to keep it safe. Doesn't want to lose that operator, but we do see Oitan right now getting some of these shots off onto Jab the Boy and takes him down.
Yeah, right now they do not have the side control here. Oitan still playing around the doors. The Omen dark cover is there. They're trying to retake the side, and Oitan gets to kill those Mordecai. That's gonna sound the retreat, and that's gonna be RSG definitely not able to get any single round here. Maybe a kill? No, Repablo has something else to say, but Naf does fall.
A flawless round coming in. Round 16 has been done and dusted. Now we're going to go into round 17, and we do see that the score differential is getting closer and closer for BBI. RSG, despite the fact that they don't have nothing to lose, are definitely feeling a little bit of the heat.
Yeah, definitely losing 4 rounds in a row. That's going to start putting them on their toes here. They have to play a little bit more serious, you know, the ways that gotten them to win in the previous first half. Definitely BBI has adapted and they have to switch up their game plan right now.
What we do see here coming in from the side of BBI, oh my goodness, Banaf will be able to get a Neo King, and it seems that there's going to be an exchange there onto the side of Banaf. Rip Pablo gets the credit for that revenge there for the side of BBI, but we do see more and more of members of BBI. Oh, that's one! Being able to take that through the smoke. Nicely done from the side of Oiten. Will get the ally Killjoy, and this is a very good Killjoy in this particular timing. But there goes the Blaze coming in from the side of RSG to deny whatever it is. And look at that, all 4 members are out. Oh my goodness, that was just great. Immediately the smokes have been dropped out. A very good flag coming in from the side of a BBI. Recon Bolt has been taken out for the count. Paranoia has hit onto the side of Popogochi. Popogochi goes for the spray, but will be able to take down Oiten. And there goes the fault line. One more member remaining, and there it goes. Defenders winning it for this round. Xero.
RSG definitely in trouble right now. BBI taken 5 in a row, and the economy is looking completely bleak here from RSG. They just keep trying brute force their way into these sites, and it's obviously not happening. They have to try some way to switch it up, maybe slow things down a little bit, but that might just play into BBI's hand because BlackBird Ignis is known for their slow, methodical play, and their fast tempo of RSG definitely caught them off guard, but it looks like BBI, they have made their ways to just balance things out, and right now 9-8 from a 9-3 scoreline.
Wow, nicely done here coming in, and there goes the shock ball. Will not be able to land onto anybody. Fault line has been taken down for the count here. Actually, fault line has been spammed out. We do see the nanobot swarm has been put out to slow down the offense here coming in from the side of RSG. They might actually re-rotate and go elsewhere. Market may not be on the menu, and A could be the beneficial spot for them to go, but mid control right now is going to be where they want to get the most out of it. But Poem says, hello, Jab the boy!
He got the kill, switched back to the Vandal, and gave it to Neo King once again. So that was an unexpected play there, but Poem feeling himself says, give me the up, I want to kill on it. That's a kill and just trades it right back.
And that was just brilliant there coming in from the side of BBI. There was quite a bit of, oh, but wait, Pablo. There goes 1, 2. Nicely done coming in from the side of Boplik as well as JMSG. But enough. We'll be able to take down Neo King. Last 2 members on the side of RSG, whereas BBI will be able to get into the fight. Oh my goodness, we do see some more of these shots coming in, but none of them land as Mordecai goes for the spike plants, as we do see 4 members are going to converge onto the A site with at least 2 members at Heaven.
There is still one more flash, I believe, on the breach, as well as the Omen Dart cover. That's going to make their job really easy, and the fault lines connect perfectly on Mordecai. He almost dies, but he manages to actually shadow step away, but now gets a kill onto his Pablo. But he is finished off there by Poem. Can he get one? No, he cannot. Oitan will finish him off, and that's going to be the retake. Even things out here. BBI climbs back from below. 9-9 scoreline.
Very nicely done here coming in to the side of BBI from a 9-3 will be able to come up to a 9-9. Let's take a look at that again. Beautiful stuff being shown by Rip Pablo here, getting the blind that was set up beautifully from his other teammate and follows it up with just a thing of beauty. Look at that. The blind comes in and there goes 2 on to the side of RSG. Very sad indeed, despite the fact that the push was pretty much coordinated on both sides.
Definitely the counter flashes was just on point, but can RSG switch things up? We've seen them try, we've seen them fail once again. RSG, are they going to just keep hammering at this until it works? Oh, Popogachi, his turn to take the up, but he misses.
Oh, he mucked up his He mucked up his shots a little bit too short there. Could have been able to take down at least one or damage one of them. But we do see Banaf as well. This could be a bad side here for the side of BBI. But as we do see, it is fairly even between both of them. RSG right now trying their best to move onto the mid-side courtyard. Will be able to either go towards B or A, really dependent on how they're going to be taking this route here. But it seems that they're going to be being very cheeky indeed. Goes towards the B side, towards Market as well. So we do see, oh, Papagochi takes that one onto JMSG, just outside of the Market here. That's quite a bit of them. Oh no, misses out on some of those shots. Boom, being able to get the poetry right. Oh no! And it seems that lead will be stolen away with Poem getting the crescendo and the shot onto Boplek. And it seems that the conductor has swung our tune in favor of
Yep.
BBI.
Exactly, BBI just turned it up a notch once the half just switched, and Popagachi was able to get that first kill and then just help out his teammates, just created so much tempo. The Rolling Thunder was just perfect, and that just made things so easy for Pom to clean things up.
That was very clean coming in from the side of RSG as well as BBI. Both of these teams are definitely playing at a very good pace.
Yeah.
However, we did see the glaring... Oh, there it goes. A Rolling Thunder, but takes a little bit of damage there. Neo King will not be able to get anyone down for the count here. He's very sneaky with that smoke and decides to smoke that entrance just before market. We do see, will he be able to get through? Gets onto B side here, looking towards getting into B side, excuse me.
And they are actually falling back after using the Rolling Thunder. They just fall back. Hopefully, they were hopeful to try and force out some utilities. Popagachi pushes out aggressively, gets the kill onto his Bowflag. And oh, SG actually using run it back, gets a kill onto his Popagachi, evening things out.
Very nicely done there, coming in from RSG, using the ultimate on Phoenix there to run it back, get as much information as they can, was able to get a kill. A very effective and efficient use of the ultimate. But Jap the Boy being able to get Repablo, and we do see that BBI right now has 3 members compared to RSG 4, but Cypher on RSG very, very low indeed. One little hit and he gets taken down, but BBI's Neo King evens out the score here, 3-4-3.
A side has been completely given up, so BBI actually ping on the retake. Oitan just peeks at the exact right moment, gets a kill, and is able to survive as well with an inch of his health. So they are trying, both players playing under heaven. Can they actually hold on? I don't think so. Fallout has connected. Oh no, actually able to do this. Oh, RSG able to even things out. That was an important swing round as well. RSG able to hold on.
RSG showing that you can't count out the Lions from across the court.
Yeah.
You do show that our dear friends and neighbors are very fierce indeed. Banaf right now in possession of his much loved operator here with 23 kills in his pocket, is definitely showing some of the highest kill ratios in this matchup between RSG and BBI.
Yeah, this was definitely not the scoreline we expected coming in towards this series, but definitely it has been a fantastic show. Benav with the fantastic shot off angle, able to get Neo King, and that just sets up the tempo. You lost your operator towards mid, and right now you lost mid control.
Oh my goodness, this is where RSG will be able to get quite a bit of control here and does allow a little bit of diversity in their plans. Got to be careful for Repablo though, as well as Oitzit holding on towards Garden and part of mid side out of Cubby. Oh, there goes one. Looks like he's going to be falling back. A little bit of blind shots into the smoke. Will not be able to hit onto Oitzit. We do see 4v4 here besides RSG as well as BBI. Slight advantage towards RSG right now, as they will be able to hold on towards this particular spot. Very nicely done. Ally Killjoy has been taken down, and this could be a very interesting turn of event here from the side of BBI.
Yeah, the defensive down is going to force them out of the side. Detains actually Jab the Boy. He might be in trouble, but they have no idea where he is. Trying to snap through his smoke. Oitan gets a kill on this Banap, and this retake looking more possible and possible as Popagachi gets a kill. Jab the Boy falls. SG will fall. And then it's just one more player remaining. Mordecai actually stops defending Oitan, but Repablo will be able to finish him off. They do get a defuse in time, and what is going on there?
A little bit of a visual bug right there. It seems that the action was too fast, that Phoenix wasn't able to fall down properly. But what was the double-edged knife that spelled the doom for the side of RSG? The badly placed blaze that came out from SG.
Definitely.
I felt that that was really, really in favor for the side of BBI, and if they actually put a little bit more thought into that blaze, it could have actually worked out really well for RSG.
Yeah, just blocked out so much they needed to stop the defuse, and right now points away from the match point, from the map point.
2 more points away for the side of BBI, whereas RSG needs to claw up with 3 more wins. I don't think any losses will benefit members of RSG anymore. They have to be able to score this one out. But we do see that it is very, very interesting indeed, as some members, I think most of the members for the side of RSG are going to be holding on to Phantoms as well. But I think I did see one member as well not going to be a full buy. So this is going to be very interesting indeed to see how they are going to be working this around with a substandard standard loadouts.
Yeah, they're definitely just playing for the last round here. Mostly just running around with ghosts. There is a Blade Storm coming from the Jet, but that's the only arsenal they have working with, and they're rushing in right away.
Alright, so we do see Market right now being held from the side of GMSG. GMSG takes some of those shots off, but gets taken out from Oitan. Oitan gets the double. We'll get another one here on to this side, because we do see that Oitan right now holding on to the top of box on site. RSG does have 2 on Market. Oh, Neo King as well. Oh, Banaf! Not 1, not 2, but it's going to be the last man standing for Banaf, and gets taken out for the count by Neo King.
Oh, BBI on match point right now. What an improbable comeback, 9-3. Right now they are 10 and 12. BBI managed to rally themselves and 1 point away from taking this much needed map. This is going to be a very good show going on.
Alright, so let's take a look at the replay here. The flash was good, but he was looking out the other way. His Bowflag gets taken down. There goes one, there goes the other one, but it's not going to be enough, as the final one will be the determining factor for the side of BBI to win that round. Pablo! But look at that, BBI closing it out, saying we don't want any more, we have had enough, and that is going to be the game for the side of RSG and BBI, with BBI coming out the victor in the Ascent map. Beautiful stuff being shown from the side of BBI and RSG, one of the more competitive matchups that we have seen thus far. What do you think about these stats that you see on the screen thus far, Xero? I think it's really impressive to see Banaf as well as Oitan and Repablo.
Yeah, Oitan, Repablo, they all held their own. But then RSG, they just had so many players that did not do their jobs. Like Bowflag, GMSG, they had their moments, but you know they always fall short when they were needed to step up. And Banaf can't carry a team full of 4 players. She's a Jet. She looks really skinny. Doesn't look like she can lift too much. So that just was the tempo of the second half. You know, she did fantastically in the first half, but in the second half it was just too tough on the attacking side. Okay,
what I need to also take into account, what needs to be taken into account is also the fact that Banaf was, I think, the highest leader in terms of first blood.
Yeah.
So he did get quite a bit of picks, and I think that was something that they really need to play around. But however, we did see that BBI was a little bit more well-rounded in terms of what they offered, and they were a little bit better with some of the rotations. But I think the biggest glaring thing that was very revealing for the side of BBI was the fact that they were very bad in defense.
Yes,
on offense. Excuse me.
Yeah, and not to take away from BBI as well. I mean, like you said, their rotations were on point. They just know how to retake these sites, and the tempo in the second half, RSG tried to keep up with that fast tempo play, but BBI had none of it. You know, they just stopped them at their roots, not letting them take these sites so easily, and that just completely threw RSG off. The second half was just a runaway for the side of our BBI.
And I think coming in for the side of BBI, they were able to adapt fairly quickly as soon as the swap happened, and I felt that that was the determining factor for them to be able to steal away the victory from RSG. RSG, rather unfortunate for them to actually see our neighbors from across the causeway to be handed a steady defeat. However, it wasn't a dominant defeat.
Wasn't a stomp?
It wasn't a stomp, thankfully. And one of the things that I felt that was really great for RSG was the fact that this is a team that is, I think, this was ever Valorant I think at
international
this level,
tournaments,
international tournament, right? So it definitely goes to show that I tip my hat off, my proverbial hat off to all those guys at RSG, mainly because of, well, they are esports organization, a huge one that spans multiple titles, and they've been around, I think, maybe for the past 3-4 years.
Couple of years already.
So I believe that with the proper training and the proper infrastructure and resources which they already have, and coaching, I believe that Resurgence is going to, for the lack of a better word, resurge.
Yeah, they can go far. We've seen these players, they have the spark in them, they have the potential. So it's just up to, more experience being gained from all these different tournaments they join. But looks like the panel is ready. They're going to talk about, what went wrong for Resurgence in the second half and what they can do to continue on with this tournament. Take it away, panel.